that. And that one is dried up like a raisin in the sun, baby.
All right, guys, welcome to another week and another episode of Confessions from a Red Couch podcast. I am your host, Janae, and this is a podcast all about improving the relationship with yourself so you don't take your trash to others, because no one wants your unresolved issues. Nobody, because we hate it. We hate all of the things, all right? And today I am happy because I have a wonderful guest. I'm going to have her introduce herself, and she's going to tell you about her things in the beginning and in the end. I love her because I like her book. You need to read her book. It's amazing. She's going to tell you a little bit about her book right now, too. All right, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Michelle. I am a writer and a mother. I do a lot of other things that I can't pull out right now, but for this particular interview, I am the author of Dating in the Age of Narcissism. It is a single woman's survival guide. I wrote that book in a fit of anger and rage because angry gets shit done, and I got it done very quickly, and I had a lot to say. It is a book that does not tell you how to keep or get a man. It just pretty much tells you everything that I've done and that you shouldn't do. I'm trying to show you how much I've hit my head so you won't have to hit your head.
Yes.
So I feel like we learn a lot from mistakes, and that's what it's primarily about. I'm learning from mistakes and things that I had went through in my early dating life, my middle dating life, and at this later stage right now of my dating escapades. So it's a lot to be learned, and I'm working on a follow-up to it as we speak.
Yay! Y'all need to get the book because the book was good. Like, as soon as she published it, I was like, let me get one.
Yes.
I went right on. I got the ebook, and I like read it, I think, in a day. Like, it took me, like, I was going straight through it, and it was like, oh, girl, you right. Oh, you right about that too. Oh.
Well, it could be a little bit, some people can get a bit, what's the word? It may feel like a kick to the throat or a kick to the ego in the beginning. But I wanted to write it as if I was writing a letter to a good girlfriend. Like, hey, let me talk to you. Let me sit you down. This is just me and you. Let's talk like this is a letter to you, and me being honest and candid with you out of love and not out of judgment. You know.
Right.
So,
I mean,
I'm glad you felt it.
I did. It was necessary because I think sometimes we, just as women, and now I'm hearing a lot of stories from men too. Like I'm starting to listen to both sides of but more so women. You know, it's telling us stop worrying about that potential. Stop thinking about like what this man could be, and look at what he's actually showing you. Like look at
right now.
Yeah, look what he's showing you right now. Not thinking about what he could do in the future. Look at what he's doing right now. Because if you could do that, then that'll save you a whole bunch of trouble. Because whatever he's doing now, he gonna keep doing.
Right. He's the evidence is right here and right now, and especially for women of a certain age, 35 and up, late 30s, early 40s, you don't have the time. You don't have the time to sit up here and wait for wait for that seed to grow into whatever tree you think it's going to be. Whatever he's showing you right now, that's what
it's going to be.
That's what it's going to be. So, if you have that time, if you want to make a build a man project, then you go right ahead if you want to do that. But most of us don't want to do that, and we don't have that time.
Yeah.
I think a lot can be said about a woman and a man who are both in their early 20s getting out of college, and that's different. But even then, in that situation, you still can see if he's a responsible person,
right?
If he does what he says he's going to do. If you still can see the roots or the seeds of accountability, the seeds of positivity, the seeds of somebody who has integrity. Even if they may not be that full tree yet, you still see the seeds of a good man there.
That's true.
But if he don't even have those seeds even in his 20s, then you need to just walk
away. Yeah, leave that alone.
You said also you have been talking to men and stuff. Actually, men have purchased my book more than women.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
when I was selling them and being at these vendor events, I would have more men. At
Mm-hmm.
one time, I had a line of men just
Really?
waiting to sign, get me to sign the book. But the line happened because they were wanting to get advice. And I was
Right.
like, I'm a shade tree psychologist. I don't have a degree, but I will definitely give you my opinion.
What you
And
want?
you would be surprised. I was like, are they just trying to get some free game?
Mm-mm.
Or do they want to get into the inside of women's minds? But their
Mm-hmm.
questions were they wanted to talk about their women, their wives, their
Yeah.
girlfriends, or the
Yeah.
women they had lost and how to get them back.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, we think that men don't care about these things, but they
Oh, they
do.
do. They do.
And my that line was evident that they wanted somebody to talk to about it.
Mm-hmm. So true. So true. That's good. That makes me happy. I think sometimes men just think, like women are crazy. We ain't crazy. We just tired.
Exhausted.
We
Oh, I'm
tired.
exhausted.
We are
Oh,
tired. Like,
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm just tired.
Yes.
I'm tired. And that's really what they need to understand. Like, you can only be a boy for so long. You can only be an immature boy for so long before women start being like, you know what, you good. And I'm good too. I see you later.
Yeah, but
I
and
see you
then it's
later.
like, I mean, I don't give excuses for that because we don't
Mhm.
allow our girls to be immature girls.
Exactly.
We don't
Exactly.
give them a pass if they're 8 or 18. We still
Mhm.
expect them to do the right thing. So
Mhm.
we got to stop expecting and giving passes for the immature boys. Or the boys will be boys, or
Yeah, we
that,
gotta get
that
rid of that.
no boys. There is no girls will be girls.
Mm-mm. There's no girls club.
Yeah,
There's none
yeah.
of that.
No,
Like,
no good old girls club.
yeah, we
You know,
don't get that. We get, oh,
no.
you have to act like a lady all the time.
All the time, from the minute you come out the
Yeah,
womb and you have she has a vagina, she better act right
she better act right, like right now.
right now today.
That's not the way it works.
Is she breathing?
Yeah,
She better act right.
she better act right. But they get passes every day, and oh, he'll grow out of it. And you 50 years old and you haven't grown out of it. Something's not right.
Yeah, it's not right. And then you are 50 years old, and all of a sudden you want to settle down and you get you a young tenderoni, and but now she want to run around.
Right, right. I told somebody, I think I said this in one of the shows. I was like, if you're 50 and you dating younger, if you like, there's a certain threshold, and I say this for black men, like 45 and up, you better hope the person that you dating knows the signs of a stroke. Because 'cause
Right?
let me tell you something, you're gonna get you a young girl and you're gonna start stroking out and she can't do nothing for you. You better get somebody that cares enough to be like, oh, why the side of your face paralyzed? Smile for
Yes,
me. Say your
hanging.
name. Like, do this, do stuff that you need somebody that's gonna take
No,
care. Yeah, that's gonna know how to
no,
take care of you. But no,
and
and
young Shaquana gonna be like, I'm out.
young Shaquana gonna be like, oh no, I gotta go out with my girls. It's hot girl winter, summer,
And,
fall, whatever.
and he gonna stroke out because he gonna be trying to show his best. He gonna try to
Right?
show his 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 maleness, what he used to could do in his 20s, and then he can't follow through no more in his 50s because that
Oh,
ED. First of all, that ED gonna set in around 40-ish. That's number
about
one.
40ish because you done ate all the oxtails and
Yes,
hot and all the
and
salt and all
and what goes along with that? High
yeah,
blood
high
pressure,
blood
period.
pressure, diabetes, all the
Diabetes.
things that affect
So
your circulation.
now you got all this in your thing just like this. You can't get it up. So now you got to take an ED pill that's on top of all them pills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and now
stroke
you're
factors.
gonna stroke out because it raises your blood pressure to get the blood flowing, and now you're gonna stroke out, and she can't do nothing for you. You're gonna be like, what was Miss Seeley when she met the girl at the funeral to my how he died
On top of
on
me.
top of me. Don't do that.
Oh, but it happens. It's for
It
real.
does happen. It
So what would
happens.
that look like for us, Janae? What would that look like for us if we sitting up here like, okay, you know what? I'm a 50-year-old woman. Now I want to find me a man. Now I want to start me a family.
And people looking at us like, what you
You
really waited
old
that long?
sad hoe. That's
You
what they gonna
oh
say.
like lady, yo, you close to your barren years. What are you doing?
Close, close. You are barren. Ain't
You
nothing
are
up in
barren.
there. Girl, them eggs is
Them
gone.
gone. They the one, the few and the few that are like just holding on barely. They ain't got
No, if they don't, you got like one good egg.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
If that, and if you and that one is dried up
Yeah.
like a raisin in the sun, baby.
Well, see,
That's
yeah, like
no.
men, we can't do the same thing men do. And I think everybody, if you're dating, you need to get her book because it's just like it's some good stuff.
Thank you.
It is. It's some good stuff. She talks about a lot of this in the book, and it's some good things. So make sure y'all check that out because it's good.
What's funny is that I left out a lot that my editor was like, I don't know if you want to leave this chapter in. Like
Wow.
I took out like 2 chapters actually.
Really?
Yeah. Because I mean, and a lot of language that
Oh,
the lady, the editor was saying, you may not want to use that word.
but it's the
That
word
word
meant. It's the
is
word.
yeah, the word was the C word. You know the C
Oh
word.
yeah.
And she was like, I don't know if you want to use that one.
She was trying to keep you good. She was trying.
Yeah, and I say, okay, cool. You know what? I'll go with that. You are the editor. I will listen.
I'll listen right now.
Right now.
I got you. All right. So while we're on, let's just go right into our main topic on the subject of dating. So I brought her on because of her book, and we are in the era of COVID and self-isolation, and people are still single and still dating.
They are, yeah.
They are still dating in some kind of way. They are, and I ran across an article, and I think I'm gonna share it. I am because I feel kind of.
Is it one of the ones you share with me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's one of the
because I
ones.
took notes.
Yes, it is. It's the one from the cut.
Oh, the cut.
Yeah, that one right there. So
that one was so funny. You know what I read it, but the one thing that stuck out so much for me in that article was the digidick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that was funny.
It has been crazy because people are still dating and they're finding ways to date and finding ways to continue activities during dating. And this article from the cut it was really open and really amazing because they interviewed a couple of people and they talked about Zoom dates, which I get it, that's cool, having
Zoom based masturbathons,
that one too. So this episode won't be PG-13.
Oh yeah, you knew if I was gonna be on here, it needed to be like you need to have a rating.
Yeah, it's all good. So it went through and it talked about different people's experiences dating during self-isolation. And so you had people who got on Tinder and hooked up with somebody and they figured out they did the Zoom dates, like I said, and then it's like a bunch of things.
Yeah, it was a really good article.
Yeah, it was a really good article. I think the one that was craziest for me was the how they how they moved. Was that the one where they moved in together?
Was that the New York Times one?
I think that might have been the New York Times one.
They said they were spending like day and night together for the past 2 years.
Yes, yeah. And so
because he had asthma, they started doing the pizza in the parking lot thing.
Yeah, and then they were just like, oh well, let's just try moving in together. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. So y'all just gonna try it? Okay.
Well, my thing is that it's such a slippery slope because they say the things that you should, they give you suggestions on what you can do while dating in quarantine. I think they had 3 things they called dating, dancing, cooking, and gaming.
Yeah.
So, but to me, these are all the things you should be doing anyway while you're dating, right?
Yeah. That is true. That's what you should.
Because going out all the time is expensive, And even still, I mean, these are the things that once you start getting more into a developed situation, you will
Mm-hmm.
spend more time inside.
Right.
And these are things that you should have been doing anyway.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Besides quarantine, because these
Mm-hmm.
are things that help you get to know somebody, right?
True. True.
But if there were some suggestions, like as far as when you have a nice dinner inside, that you should dress
Mm-hmm.
up instead
Yeah.
of coming to the table with your basketball shorts on and
Right.
your head scarf,
Mm-hmm. You should
look
dress up
pretty.
and look nice.
Yeah, and then the gaming, I didn't agree with the gaming because all they had to offer was like Monopoly,
Right.
um, but you really family type games. And if we're talking about dating, we're really not talking about somebody who has a family yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about like two single people. Not to say that people who date aren't already married, because you still do, but I mean, there's a generalness of
Right.
somebody who's two people who are dating, because there are a lot of adult games out there, like um Derek Jackson. Are you familiar with him? He,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
He's
ain't
pretty
familiar with
versatile.
fine Derek Jackson. Anyways, he has a lot
Uh,
of adult games.
he does. He has a it was really good. Like I saw the game. The game was pretty good.
I
You
think
know,
it's
like
did I
I
write it
forgot
down?
what is
Like
it called.
confessions, or something.
It's
But he
something
has a
that
lot of
just
games.
yeah, it was good because it was something that it brings up like real questions that should be asked while you're dating, and it
Hmm.
brings out some real good talking points. So I thought that was a pretty good game. When I saw that, I was like, okay, that's pretty dope.
I
And
feel like that's good if you're an adult and you're dating, because Monopoly is monotonous and will
that's true.
probably bore the shit out of you.
True. That's true.
And the only family oriented game that I think a couple should play in quarantine, if they really trying to get to know each other,
Hmm.
is Scrabble.
Oh
Then you
yeah,
can see
because you'll
if his
figure
ass
out
can
who.
spell.
Yes, yes. You know
Can
what's
he
funny?
read?
Me and my husband play Scrabble. Like when we like one of our first like 3 dates, we played Scrabble, and that's how I was like, okay, he's intelligent. He know how to spell.
Yes, that's
he
it. Is
knows
his
he,
vocabulary
he knows
extensive?
big words, and we're good.
Right.
Spell the big words, so we're
Yes.
that's a plus. That's a plus right there.
That's the only game that I recommend that a couple should play in
Mhm.
quarantine.
Yep. I think another one you should play is Black Card. The Black Card Revoke. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I have it here. So it just shows like how black you are.
Oh, I need that one.
Yeah, so it has word like questions like if your grandma asks you to wrench something off, like what does she want you to do? Yeah, what she wants you to do, and then
Range it out.
wrench it off, and then it's like, and who, like, what would be your favorite sitcom? And it has like Martin, A Different World, Living Single,
Oh,
like it
that
has
sounds
stuff like
so
that.
fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's pretty good. I've done it. Not in my right mind. I've done it.
That's the best time to do it. That's fun.
Mhm.
Those drunk games are
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, it was pretty cool. So that's a good one. But and then so just sticking with this topic, I asked people on. I had a question of the day on Instagram, just basically asking like, how are people dating during this time? And I asked single and married people because if you're spending a lot more time with your spouse, it gets a little like, oh, I don't miss you no more because you're here every day.
Yeah,
Like,
because social distancing does make the heart grow fonder if
mhm.
you all don't live in the same
Yeah,
household.
yeah. But if you're married and you stay, it's not. I don't get to miss you. Like I see everything again. Like I
Yeah, and
forgot.
then if
I
you're
for,
living in a tight quarters too,
yes, yes. That's a hard one too. Like, can you chew any louder? Or
can you breathe
can
any
you
louder?
breathe any louder? Oh, you gonna drink milk and you know you lactose intolerant? Really? Like,
Can you exist any louder? you know?
why are
Shit.
you standing like that? What is wrong with you? Just little things,
Yes.
little things.
Everything.
Yeah,
How
everything.
many days you're gonna wear that shirt?
Ugh. Did you wash your shirt? Did you wash that shirt again just so you could wear it again today? Like, what are you?
Liar, you know you didn't wash it.
Or if you did wash it, why did you just waste that good old Tide Pod? What's wrong with you?
We can't afford Tide Pods.
Stop playing. We are. It's everything's tight. Stop playing. We
Tight,
got to make
tight.
sure we good. We got to hold on. Ain't no unnecessary spending. Stop playing.
Girl,
But
I know. I know. So, another thing too is there's two sides of single.
Yeah.
Single if you have a boyfriend, and single if you
Mhm.
don't. Think about the people who are single and did not have a relationship going into
Yes.
quarantine.
Yes.
Like for me, as a single mother, going into
Mhm.
quarantine with an 8-year-old
Yeah.
and homeschooling. And I will tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this to
Mhm.
all the women out there that's doing these homeschooling. I know Savannah's a second grader now.
Yeah.
I if I continue to help her, she
Uh-huh.
ain't gonna make it to the third grade.
Well, that's good to say.
I
You teaching
I
them.
cannot do second grade math. I couldn't make it to the third grade right now. I can't help her.
I feel
I
you.
found out a whole bunch of stuff.
I feel you. I do, and I'm giving kudos to all the parents because as teachers we're trained to teach a child, and we know
I wish you come
how.
get them.
I can't. It's social distancing.
Please come take them.
I can't. It's social distancing. They told me I can't do it. They told
Because
me.
this is what we do. We do. She does
Mhm.
like 4 Zoom calls a day,
Right.
and it's just. And I'm asking her teacher for help, and it's like I don't understand it. How can I help her? And neither me or her are gonna make it to the third
Well,
grade.
we're not gonna make it
We
to the
need
third
some
grade.
help.
We need
So,
like
but
8.
that's the thing. Like to be quarantined and to
Mhm.
not have a boyfriend, which I
Right.
don't have. It's like now
Yeah.
I
I
can't
hear
even
you.
go out there and try to get one.
Mhm.
And I don't want the digidick. I mean, I'd rather just be alone in all honesty. I'd rather
I feel
just
you.
wait until I can come out of this. But there are other people who are really extroverted and who are really single and who are really like in the house, not even with a child, and they just in.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what let me see. I got a couple of people from Instagram. I'm trying to look up so this is her name is she has a podcast called Darshay's Place. And she said, I'm just not dating people not clean. Like that was one of the things.
But were we not thinking about that prior to this and thinking about STDs and
That's what I
all of that? Think about that.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Someone else said, oh, they were in a long distance relationship, so they weren't really, worried about it. This is a friend podcast. So I'm pretty sure that like that's easy. If you in a long distance relationship and in self isolation or in quarantine, that should be just normal, right? I'm thinking,
Yeah,
yeah,
it should, it should be normal.
like they still doing the same stuff.
The masturbate-a-thon. Because I know, and the records and the numbers haven't came in, but I know masturbation is at an all-time
It
record
has
high.
to be. I'm thinking about like porn. porn.
Batteries and masturbation is at an
Oh,
all-time high.
I
I'm sure
wonder
stocks
what
and batteries is high.
I wonder what Amazon is looking like because they sell adult things, adult toys. So I wonder I want to see what that looks like on Amazon. Like, what are you?
Is it an essential item?
I think it is. For some, yeah, it's essential. I think it.
It is an essential item because
Because
I mean
you can't reach out and touch. You can't reach out and touch anybody. Like
but
how
yourself.
but yourself. Unless you be like, hey, you can't say, hey, pull up. Like you can't do that no more.
Now you can say, hey, plug that in,
Yeah.
That's
Although
it.
I was reading something else where it says people were like they did have quarantine buddies. So they knew that, they were making sure each person weren't around anybody, like, any outsiders. So
I
they
can't
would
trust
just
it.
like, you know, go, you go here for this weekend and then we're going to isolate to make sure we're good. And then I'm going to come to you for this weekend and then we're going to isolate after that to make sure we're good. I just think,
That's BS because isolation, what they say, if you're infected, 2 to 14 days is when it shows up. So
yeah,
how are you really isolating?
you're
I
not
think
isolating.
I can trust nobody
I can't
because
either.
they
I
could be
wouldn't
saying. I think they'd be saying the same shit to me. They'd be saying to
to
Lisa.
anybody else. Like, nah, I ain't been around nobody.
It's I mean the same bullshit that happened prior COVID-19. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same game.
Same game. Now you just it's an excuse. Like, oh, I
Same
can't see you.
game.
I
Yeah.
can't see you for a week because I gotta isolate. But I see you this weekend.
I actually think it's giving fuck boys more excuses Now I have a new one I can add to the book because it's an old game, new
Mm-hmm.
street.
That's
Now I got
fine.
a whole nother one. I can blame COVID
I could
19.
bring COVID. Oh, girl, I ain't see you this week, or I haven't seen you in 2 weeks because I wanted to make sure I was okay. I thought my throat was sore.
Yeah, or somebody around me,
Yeah,
my
or
third cousin, auntie
yeah,
mama had
had
COVID
COVID,
19.
so I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay inside, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to contact you because I didn't know what was gonna happen.
And I care about you so much that I wouldn't want to infect you.
Blah blah blah.
You see what I'm saying? They just got a new entry into the
It's
book
a
of
new
game.
entry into the game. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's why I think I really like. I know if I was single right now during self quarantine, I would be by myself. Like you can't come in my house. Exactly.
I spray. Like I spray. I even
Yeah.
spray my child. I
Yeah.
spray. We spray.
I
We
feel
see
you.
Lysol.
Yeah, like when I come in my house, I come in the house with no shoes get worn inside of the main. Your shoes get
Yeah.
taken off as soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
And you need to
Everything's at
come
the
in
front
and
door.
yeah, wash your hands. If you need to change your clothes because you feel like you've been around too many people, change your clothes, put those in the wash. No
Right.
COVID. But I don't know. I couldn't do it because it would be like big time stipulations. Like if
Yeah.
I if I
Imagine
had to, yeah,
imagine doing all that what you just said
exactly.
and then still having raw sex, no condom.
Yeah, no.
What's the point?
Yeah. So everybody just dying. Like you just want to die. Like you already
So
rolling the dice.
you did all that,
All that.
but didn't let him but allowed him to go raw.
So now you really not protecting yourself. Like you are just not protecting yourself. That's too much. Yeah, I'll be by myself.
Because a
Cause
lot of people doing it,
it is. It is.
They got the QD, and we know what that stands for. They got
Mhm.
the QD coming in,
Mhm.
okay, and they spraying him down and making sure he good, and then all this kind of stuff, and then you lay
Mhm.
down and y'all raw, and
And and
y'all
then
raw dogging.
and now
So
and you don't know where he's really been. Cuz
exactly,
if he's your QD, he got to be somebody else's QD.
yeah, because before he was QD, he was CD,
Yeah.
community
Yeah,
dick.
exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So let
So
I mean
QD,
it's real.
CD, but he's still CD because you like we just said he added that new verbiage to his repertoire.
Yes,
Like, oh,
yes.
I'm sorry I ain't seen you in a week, but I could put you in for, let me in house real quick because I want to make sure I'm good.
Yes, it's for
Nah,
real.
ain't got time for it. No
But
time.
see, if you lonely and you've been up in here and you quarantine for a while, you'll take those excuses, even though in your
That's
heart
true.
you know that that's bullshit. You
That's
know
true.
it is.
That's true. And that's why I think, you have to ask yourself, am I lonely or am I bored? What can I do? And if I am lonely,
I think you both.
yeah, if I am lonely, even with me and my friends, my other friend, like we'll get on Zoom and talk. Or, Facebook Messenger and say something. Because if you need, I will be that friend. Phone a friend, please.
Phone a friend, yes.
Right? Phone a friend. I mean, you can't touch. You shouldn't have nobody touching you right now, but
I think actually this is the perfect time to let it marinate and tighten
hmm
back up.
yeah,
If you've been out there wilding out, this is the perfect time to get that, that marinade and just sit on it and who knows how long will last.
who
And
knows?
not only that, but it also can teach you some lessons too.
Yeah,
How long can you go without it? And then
yeah,
you can find out some other things about yourself, work on the
hmm
projects you've been wanting to work on,
true,
focus on finishing things that you weren't able to finish because
true.
maybe you were distracted by CD
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then kept putting off projects or whatever.
hmm
This is the time to test your own willpower
that's
and
true.
to say that I don't need this because sex to me is almost the same equivalent as a drug.
hmm
Can I live without it?
Yeah,
Can I not drink today? Can I not smoke today? Or
yeah,
whatever? Can I not have this today? And
hmm
how long you can go out without it is a
true.
testament to how strong you are as
That's
a
true.
person.
Yep,
Because
that's
the
true.
minute something starts controlling you and putting you back on your projects and making you
hmm
stagnant and not going forward, then it's a
hmm
problem and you
Yeah,
need to get rid of it. So
exactly.
it's just like getting off a drug, right?
Mhm.
If in the beginning it's gonna be hard, and then you reach your plateau, and then you like I'm in the promised land, I can go
Right.
forward. And
Yeah.
so that's what being in quarantine and being single is. It's like just sit on that thing, let it
Yeah. Let
marinate,
it
let it get
marinate.
tight and right, and
Yeah.
get your projects done. You
Yep.
know?
I feel you. And even when like CD or QD tries to text you, like think about it. Do you really want that? Do you really want to chance it?
It's
Like
not worth it.
it's not worth chancing it. To me, it's not worth, like you hear the stories of people who've had COVID. It's not worth it. I don't want to be on a ventilator. I don't want it, to affect my asthma. Like, you have to think like, do I really want to put myself in danger to scratch this itch that I could really just chill on? And like you said, focus on my passions, like figure out my purpose, figure out, more things about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like sex is a distraction too. Like, like you said, it's a drug, it's a distraction. Like you chasing something that is always gonna be there, technically, like for real. It'll always be there, but the things that you need to get done, will those always be there?
Yeah.
Will they is there a time limit or expiration date on the things that you need to get done?
Well, the thing is, there is no time expiration on your dreams, but there is
Hmm.
an expiration on you.
Right.
And you
That
don't know when that expiration is.
that too.
So you can't take advantage of it, of your
Hmm.
own time
Hmm.
expiration, and you need to do what you need to do now. You
Yeah.
know, and so that's how I look at it. You just don't know when it's gonna
Hmm.
be. And ugh, I can learn a lot about myself just being by myself. So
Right.
I figure out if I'm okay with me just being with me, then
Hmm.
I'm okay. If I do get into a relationship and then this person leaves, then guess what? I'm still okay
I'm
with
still
being
gonna
me
be
because
okay with me.
I don't feel like they came here and they completed me. I was already a whole person,
Exactly.
and I didn't I they them being here was a bonus to my
Yeah.
life. And
Hmm.
so I didn't need them to fulfill something that I was missing in myself because I came to them a complete full
Complete person.
package.
Yeah, a complete
Yeah.
person.
But if you are by yourself, especially in this time, and you
Hmm.
have been used to just trying to fill the void with bodies,
Yeah.
and now you're by yourself and you can't, and
Hmm.
it'll make you crazy. You'll just take anybody and anything.
Exactly. Just anything that's being thrown at you.
Yeah.
You don't
And
want that. Yeah. You
so
just.
you really have to test your will.
Hmm. Yep. I really like what you just said. Like you have to be complete. You have to be whole.
Yeah, and if you have a problem with being that way right now, and if you have
Yeah.
to call anybody who's
Yeah.
even said hi to you in the past 6 months, let me see what they talking
See what
about.
they talking about. No, leave that
Check yourself.
alone. Because they really just might be saying, hey, leave it
Yeah,
alone.
check yourself,
Yeah,
because if
check
you find
yourself.
yourself doing that, then there's a problem.
Mm-hmm. I completely 100% agree. That means you got a problem with yourself. You got to know how to be alone and live, be alone and not be lonely. Like, just being alone and being okay with who you are.
I'm
That's
gonna
what's
go
up.
back to something you said before.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, sex will always be there.
Mm-hmm.
And for women, like I can only speak for women because
Yeah.
we are women. Now, it's one thing my mother said to me, and pardon my French, okay? I'm about to say something here.
Okay.
Mother always said, you know what, men always think they the shit because they can have babies forever.
Yep.
But we can fuck forever.
Yeah, true. We
But
can.
they can't.
They can't.
now
They
you
can't because it
now,
starts like we just talked about that blood flow.
yes. Now you might be able to have a baby at 80 years old
Yeah.
because you took a lot of pills to get that
Mhm.
thing up.
Yeah.
And but us, I mean, it may not be the juiciest of boxes it once was, but they buy lubricant for that.
They do.
So yes, for women, we need to know and we need to recognize that sex will always be there.
Mhm.
And to add on to that, going back to me doing vendor events and selling books
Mhm.
and me talking to a lot of women, I met some very beautiful women. And
Right.
as more as I got to talking to them, I had one woman tell me she hadn't had sex in like 17 years.
Wow.
And she was
Wow.
beautiful. Do you hear me? Like
Yeah.
fit, beautiful, just
Yeah. Yep.
glowing. And she said,
Yeah.
yes. She said, yeah, I just, no. And I couldn't like get it in my head, like how she could do this.
Uh-huh.
And I thought about it, it's like, wow, she has that much self-respect for herself
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
just so much dignity in her own person that she just is not willing to do it for the bullshit. If you ain't
Right.
here to really love me the way I need to be loved, then
Right.
I'm not gonna give my body up for you. And I felt
Yeah.
like that was just the most powerful thing I've ever seen. And
Mhm.
so she could go this amount of time until she found the love and dignity she could have.
Right. That
And
she need. Mm-hmm.
this woman could not. It's not that she had some kind of physical impediment that was gonna keep her from getting.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. She just chose. She made a decision to work on herself.
Now, how
But
powerful is that?
that's big and powerful. I like that. That's
Yeah.
she worked on herself. I mean, but I feel it. I think I told somebody if my husband were to leave me today, I'll be sad for a little bit. I may cry.
Oh, you gonna cry?
I'ma cry.
You gonna
But
cry?
guess what? I gotta get over it because I still gotta make sure that I'm good. So he can go. But because and we, you said because I was whole before him, I'm still whole after him. I still got stuff I got to do in life, and I can't be mad that I can't linger on the fact that he left me,
No.
for the whole time for the rest of my existence, because that would hinder me from living my life.
Yeah,
You know.
it would.
Mhm.
So, definitely, definitely, I think the people who get devastated and really lose it after a breakup or a
Mhm.
loss or being lonely, or like we said, people who just were relying on other people to supply them with their happiness,
Right.
you know? So,
Right.
um, there is there is a certain kind of gift and power that comes into being alone, and there is a gift of introversion,
Right.
like to be introverted
Mhm.
and to typically be somebody who is normally extroverted.
Yeah.
For you to tap into that other realm of something that's not
Mhm.
normally your personality, you
Mhm.
can start to learn some things about yourself, because even though you are an extroverted person, we are all like three or four different parts, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
And so you're not just one extroverted person. There is an area of you that needs some time, some
Some alone
isolation
time.
time.
Yeah. Some
Yeah,
alone
so
time.
you can you can really learn a lot about yourself, you know.
Mhm.
Can you take it or not?
Right? What can you do? What can you do?
Yeah,
What can
yeah.
you do? Well, thank you so much for being on. We are going to, so this is the last one, hashtag lessons learned. So this is a segment where we give like one thing we want to leave people with before we go. So what will be the one thing from our conversation that you want people to really like hold on to?
Never sacrifice your 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 dignity to fulfill a loneliness, you
Yeah.
know. Um, always pride your dignity and self-respect over any type of degradation and disrespect.
Hmm.
You know, don't just give in to disrespect simply because you're lonely and you think you're not going to get anybody else.
Hmm.
You know, you'll find someone who will respect you and give you the honor that you do deserve.
Right.
Don't take no wooden nickels.
Don't take no with nickels.
You know, there you
Don't
go.
do it. Especially now.
Girl, and there's so many wooden nickels out there.
Oh, so
And they stamped COVID-19.
yes, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Yeah, right.
Leave them alone. Okay, so tell people. Well, let me do this because since I have my screen share, I love it. Like I feel so.
I saw that. It was so cool.
I know. So I'm gonna put up your wonderful website so people can know where to find you.
Okay.
Let's see if I can.
I have lots of links.
Yes, you do. And her links will be in the show notes, but I just wanted y'all to see what it looks like. So when you like, oh, is this it? Yes, it is. So here's her website with her book, Dating in the Age of Narcissism, a single woman survival guide. It's amazing. You do need to pick it up. It is sold on Amazon, and you could go to her website and go there and buy it as well. Do not, or you could email her and she could send you a copy. You could buy one
That's true.
hard from her. All right, so make sure you do
Paperbacks.
that. Yes, and go ahead and tell, like, you could give all your social, your social media stuff, even though it's going to be in the
Okay.
show notes. I still want people to know where they can find you and what else that they can expect from you.
Okay. Well, my website with my blog and where you can buy the book there as well. It's called KimberlyKimberly.com.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy. Um, Twitter is at single ladies HOU, and Instagram is at Kimberly 82. I think
Mm-hmm.
that is.
Yep.
And on Facebook, if you just type in the name of the book, Dating in the Age of Narcissism, it can also be bought there.
Be sure to.
So that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Amazon, and Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
So just type the name in and you can buy it anywhere. Just Google it.
Yep,
So
Google it. And like I said, if you want a hard copy, email her, buy it.
yeah,
She'll send it to you.
I'll send it directly to you.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you tomorrow, girl.
There it is. There it is. Get her things. Thank you so much for being on. I
Thank
do
you for
appreciate
having me.
you. Yes. Yes. And guys, this is Confessions from a Red Couch. You could find us, us. I always say us, but it's me. You can find me and the
To all the
podcast.
community.
Yeah, and the blog at confessionsfromaredcouch.com. Episodes are dropped on Wednesdays, but next week will be my last episode for the season, and I'm going to take May off because I realized I had been pushing like episodes every week since January, and I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. I've been waiting to get here on this red couch. I wear my red lips for
Look
your
at
red
that.
couch.
I appreciate that, girl. And I would be on my red couch, but technical difficulties and whatever. But this is great, so we're gonna keep it like this. And you will have to come back because
Please have me back.
I will invite you back because I enjoyed our conversations. Guys, please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow Her Things and Mine. All social media is Confessions from a Red Couch, except for Twitter. It's the Confessions07. And I'm not big on Twitter because I don't know how to do it.
It's a learning process.
Yeah, it's a learning process. So I gotta figure it out. I think I'll do that during the break time. But make sure you tune in May. I think I'm gonna bring you some really good things. I'm excited. I'm gonna start doing series each month. So I'm excited about it. And then I'll take another break. Why? Because it's necessary.
Exactly.
It's necessary. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye. Missing the taste of fresh home-cooked meals? Are you trapped in the house and tired of doing all the cooking? Maybe you're just looking for something different besides pizza for delivery. Let All or None Catering take all that stress away and replace it with one of our hand-delivered fresh cooked meals. We deliver to the Spring, Humble, the Woodlands areas, and most other parts of the Houston Metroplex. If you're interested in seeing what deliciousness they are cooking up, simply email allornonecatering@gmail.com with any questions. That's allornone, NUNN, @gmail.com. You can also visit their Facebook page to view this week's menu at www.facebook.com/allornone. Let All or None Catering meet your meal and catering needs.